everyone, this is Kaylin Anderson from Poor Special Events, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little bit, we are in the tail end of wedding season now, and it has been chaotic, but it's been amazing. And I have quite a few things on my list here to kind of get back into video creating and kind of some things that have popped up over these last few weeks that I would love to share with you. So for this video today, we're going to talk about the first and biggest mistake we've ever made. And I'm excited to share this with you because I'm all about transparency and how these things work and how no one is perfect. But as long as you create a strong business model, and you work really hard, and you create these good relationships that I always talk about with these venue owners and the people that take care of these venues, everything will always work out the best that it can. So here's our story about the biggest mistake we've made thus far. And this is like year 6. So here goes nothing. So a couple weeks back, we had like a quadruple header weekend. And we took on an event on a Friday. We had 2 events on a Friday night, but we took on an extra one because we have a relationship with the venue. Okay, so anytime these certain venues reach out, we always make sure we take care of them as long as we have staffing. And literally my best staff, my right-hand woman, my family may have trusted a GPS a little bit too much to get her where she needed to go. And it took her to their new venue, so same venue, but a new location that they're opening that they have not yet opened, which happens to be on an opposite side of the lake to where she needed to be. And we live like in the mountains, in the woods. So when you go the opposite direction, it takes you a little bit of time to get back to where you need to go. It's not close. So the event was to start at 6 p.m. We usually, at the latest, show up an hour to an hour and a half early. Usually it's a 2-hour minimum, but that's usually for weddings. So this was a much smaller event. It was kind of like a cocktail hour kind of a thing. And it was only supposed to be like a 2-hour event. And a lot of it has to do with like the guests were a lot of members on the board because it's a nonprofit. And they were just gonna have this kind of very light, like appetizers and drinks, for a few hours. So my bartender shows up 5 minutes before the event is supposed to start. That leaves like no prep time. Now, in the best way possible, this venue, the venue manager, like the CEO of the nonprofit, is always the most prepared. Literally has his staff always prep the bars for us, has his staff have glassware out for us. They literally do everything except for what we provide. And in this case, we were providing ice and garnishes, and then like our utensils for mixing and opening drinks and all that stuff. So he literally had everything he needed, but he didn't have any ice because we were bringing it. So he would have, in this case, literally started whipping up drinks, 10 minutes before the event was supposed to start because the board comes early. So the board was like, are our cocktails ready? Can we have one yet? We're waiting. And I didn't have staff there. So unfortunately, my family that works for me, they put their heart and soul into this, just like I do. And she was so embarrassed and so upset. And she called me and she was like having a mental breakdown. And I said, the best thing you can do for me, so like, let's talk about, like, this is our business owner mindset, our manager mindset, right? I'm totally composed. I am far away. I'm at a different event, very far away. There is nothing I physically can do about this except for communicate with that venue manager and say, hey, she will be arriving at this time. We're going to offer you a refund. We will write a formal apology to the board. We will make this right. But she will be there right when the event starts. She will not be early. But when she gets there, she's going to kick butt. And she'll do great. And it's just going to take a few minutes for her to get her ice together and get a couple garnishes cut. And she'll be rocking and rolling. So when I got on the phone with her and she was a hot mess, I said, listen to me. The best thing you can do for me right now is you take a few deep breaths. You compose yourself. It's not the end of the world. No one is hurt. No one is sick. No one is dying. I'm okay. And I'm the one that hired you. I'm the one that's running this. I'm the one that's managing it. I'm the one that has to answer to this client who we have a very long-standing relationship with. Said, I need you to compose yourself, take a deep breath. It happens. You're human. And then just know that when you show up there and you get out of your car, You're gonna, a quick little I'm sorry apology, but then that's it, and you kick butt like you always do. And you show them how amazing you are because they know you. They've worked with you a ton. They've seen you at their venue many times. Like, they know you. And she's like, okay. And I said, I'm serious. Please just get yourself together and do what you know how to do. I know you're going to do a great job. I'm not upset with you. It happens. You're human. So she got off the phone, and I knew she was putting so much more pressure on herself than anybody else would. I communicated with the manager and explained what all we were going to do. I said she will be right there and she'll take care of it. He texted me right away. I was like, yeah, she's killing it. Amazing. Literally, besides her showing up like right when it started, amazing night. No issues. Everybody loved the drinks. It was a wonderful, great evening. And I said, okay, well, listen, it's the weekend. I'm running around. We're doing lots of events. I promise by Monday morning, you will have a formal apology and an email. You will have a 50% refund. Please extend our, my sorry to the board. And know that we value our long-standing relationship with you and all of the events that we do for this venue, and that no amount of money for one event is more important than the relationship that we've built. And I really hope to continue doing events with you in the future. Want to know how it ended? After sticking to my word, making it right, I was still able to pay my bartender, still able to cover my costs, doing what I said I would do, going right in and issuing that refund. The reply email that I got was, we love the relationship we have with you. You are correct. Everyone's human and mistakes happen. She did a wonderful job and was super professional the minute she got there and made it correct and did a great job. Can you please add all of these dates to your calendar for next year for all of our events at the venue? We love working with you. Thank you. When I tell you how important it is to create these relationships, they're real people. Create the relationships with the people who own the venues, who work at the venues, other event planners in your industry, other caterers in your industry. Create the relationships, because that's what it comes down to, guys. The clients are great. If you're doing weddings, the couple, great. And you appreciate working for them and you love being a part of their day. But these repeat venue owners, these repeat clients that own these venues, they want you on their property because they trust you. They appreciate what you bring to the table. They know how hard you work. They appreciate the communication. Once you have that, that is worth so much, so much. So always be over communicative. When I heard that this was happening, she's going to be late, I instantly got on the phone, instantly called the manager, explained what was going on, explained how I was going to make it right, and asked if there was anything else that they were expecting from me besides what I wanted to offer. And they said, no, we feel that's more than fair. Thank you so much. Because at the end of the day, she still did the entire event. She just wasn't there early to prep way ahead of time. She still did the complete event. So me making that call to say immediately, hey, here's some money back. I'm still glad we were able to do the entire event. I appreciate our relationship. Putting that in writing, telling them like, I'm gonna get back to you first thing Monday morning. I'll have it all right by then. Doing that was just so important. And when they emailed me back and said, we totally want to keep working with you. Here are all of our dates for all of our events for next year. Please put them on your calendar. We would love to have your staff here. It's huge. It's huge. So keep those relationships, build them, hold them tight, help each other out when you're at a venue. If there's anything you can do, help out other vendors. Just create those relationships, because that's how you stay in business. That's how you keep going. That's how you get these client referrals. And it makes a world of difference in your business as you're growing. So that is our biggest mistake, to date lately. And I'm so thankful that was it. I'm so thankful that's all we've had. But it happens, and we're human. And it's just, how do you navigate those things? How do you support not only your clients, but how do you support your staff? How do you lead by example? If I would have yelled and freaked out, and that would have made her night horrible. That would have made it so much harder for her to go in and do that event. Instead, I tried to pump her up and tell her how much I appreciate her and how much I know she's going to work so hard and how much I know she's going to do a great job. And she did. She did an amazing job. So I can't ask for anything more than that, because we're human, and sometimes the GPS just takes us the wrong way. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know any mistakes that you have had. Maybe this has happened to you before too, or maybe this is something you didn't think about as you're beginning your journey in a mobile bartending business. And as always, if you like this content, please hit the subscribe button, share these videos. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to get more content on here for you guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day.